What is going on, everybody? I'm KDog618, and we are back playing Call of Cthulhu. Oh, that's right.
This is insane. What killed him?
Demons. Oh, shit. Oh, that's where... Ah, the open door, yes. Uh-oh, cutscene.
Damn! The gas! Oh, my head.
Later. We need to move on.
What? Officer Bradley, you're dead. Why am I back in the mansion? Ugh. Oh, God. Yeah.
Who goes there? That nightmare again. I need a drink. No. I want to know what Bradley and Dr. Colton have to say.
Bradley's dead. There's no way that's him.
You're awake, Mr. Pierce. How do you feel?
Did I sleep long?
The day is only starting. It's fine.
How's our fugitive? Dr. Fuller hasn't reported
What?
his disappearance to the force. But
Why am I
better
looking
come
this way?
soon.
Bradley?
Who else would it be?
Mr. Pierce, are you all right? You look like you saw a ghost.
There are things that I can't explain.
Tell us. What happened?
Oh, man, oh, man.
What I'm sure of now is that the Hawkins case isn't just an accident.
And what brings you to that conclusion?
The fact that Charles Hawkins survived the fire.
I don't understand. Mr. Hawkins was buried.
That's what he would have you believe.
I have a hard time believing you.
You were there, Bradley. You even opened fire on him.
I'd remember that.
Why would he fake his own death? Do you think he covered up his wife's murder?
That's possible.
Seems hard to swallow. Don't you have anything more concrete, Pierce?
Found what? Oh, God.
I found a Dark Water PD badge. Lost a colleague recently?
What the?
Bradley.
Ethan?
I'm all right. I just had a... It's gone.
You're sure?
If it's important, it'll come back. But I can't explain why Dr. Fuller would have that badge.
The man's a danger, believe me.
What can we do, Pierce?
Bradley, what do you remember?
I don't understand your question.
The night we went into the Hawkins mansion, you don't seem to remember the tunnels and what occurred there.
No memory of going down any tunnel. No, we were in the manor then...
Then what?
The rest is quite blurry. I don't recall how I came back home.
And then?
I went to visit you at the hospital. I called on Marie's help to get you released.
I don't remember the events.
I don't. Let's talk about something else.
I found a file bearing Sarah Hawkins' name in the Institute's basement.
It makes sense. A powerful family like the Hawkins had the means to hide such a disgrace.
But everyone knows the Fullers have been taking care of the Hawkins for at least a generation. And all were aware of Mrs. Hawkins' fragility.
Perhaps, but no one would allow a psychiatric internment.
From what I read in the file, Fuller used her as a subject of his experiments.
Francis Sanders and Sarah Hawkins, subjects of Dr. Fuller. Why those two?
I met a Francis Sanders. You know him?
Yes.
Of course. He's a patient.
She mentioned him.
Was. I haven't seen him since Dr. Fuller had him transferred to the basement.
He knew Sarah Hawkins, and that's what killed him.
What? How did he die?
I'm not sure I can explain it.
Tell me how Mr. Sanders died.
I didn't see what, but something was there with us.
Of what do you speak?
Sanders said it was Sarah Hawkins, a visitor. He spoke of it like a living being.
Sarah Hawkins? Have I missed something here? This makes no sense. I don't see how it can help crack the Hawkins case.
You really think she's involved? How could she have murdered Mr. Sanders?
Francis Sanders
I don't know.
mentioned Mrs. Hawkins just before dying. It's no coincidence.
You know, Francis Sanders was a well-known art collector. I guess you can still pay a visit to his wife, Irene Sanders.
An art collector, you say? That's probably how they met.
If you plan on having dinner at the Sanders household, please spare the widow the tale of her late husband's suffering.
I don't agree. She deserves the truth.
No.
The truth may be biased. We don't know the bottom of it.
You're right. Without a plausible explanation for what I saw, let's not jump to conclusions.
That seems wise indeed.
Very well.
Oh God, no!
Go to
I
see
hate
Mrs.
that.
Widow. Perhaps I'll find a link between her husband's death and Sarah Hawkins.
Don't end up in the hospital this time.
I'll do my best.
What can I do for you, sir?
Mrs. Sanders, I'm a private detective. Let's talk about your husband and his ties to Sarah Hawkins. Can I come in?
You may. However, before we go any further, please know that my husband died yesterday.
That is precisely what brings me here.
Oh no.
Who's here? You know each other.
Our paths crossed, briefly.
She
A
threatened
brave
me.
detective has a talent for sticking his nose into my business.
I bump into her every time I'm investigating someone's death.
It's a small island, detective. My island. It's better that it's you bumping into me.
You're investigating Francis' death. Why? Who hired you?
Are you talking
I
private?
spoke to Francis before he died. His story suggests a link to a case I'm working on.
Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
Very well, Miss Baker. This way, Mr. Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me. May I inquire as to when you had the opportunity to talk to my husband?
Yesterday, I met him at the hospital. He spoke to me about Sarah Hawkins.
Oh, of course he spoke to you about her. That's all he talked about. Sarah Hawkins and her paintings. Please forgive my tone. The fact is that I have not been allowed to see him since he was interned. You, on the other hand, a perfect stranger, were able to see him and even talk with him the day he died. How was he? Were you present when he had this attack? What happened?
I expected to find you more grief-stricken than this by the death of your husband.
I do not like the tone of your allusion, sir. I had long months to weep every tear in my body, and to accept, if not my fate, at least that of my husband. And so I'm sorry to disappoint you if you're expecting more hysteria and grieving widow in my voice. Rest assured, however, my anger is real. I need to understand. How could this happen in a reputed institute? And right before your eyes. Did you not do anything to help him?
I couldn't.
So ask Fuller. He's the eminent doctor. But I would caution you. You'll find his treatments more terrifying than the illnesses he sets out to cure.
That churl no longer takes the trouble to
no.
receive me. He sends his secretary to tell me that I cannot see Francis. Me, his own widow. He must think that I am a terrible wife for having abandoned him in such a way. But I only wanted what was best for him.
I'm not here to condemn you, Mrs. Sanders.
Oh, I'm tired, Mr. Pierce. I would be grateful if you could tell me what you expect of me, and then leave.
Did your husband talk to you about Sarah Hawkins' visitor? A shambler, to use his precise terms.
Well, you can imagine that's all he talked about.
Ooh.
It's exhibited at the center of the gallery. No better place for the painting that endowed him with the privilege of such a shameful and miserable end to his life.
Can I see it?
Hold on. The Shambler is a painting
I had a hunch.
by Sarah
I
Hawkins.
had a hunch that it was.
Who else to paint such horrors? Take a look for yourself, if you feel so inclined.
Yes.
It is my only lead at this stage. I suppose I have nothing to lose.
Then you have paid no heed. For my part, I refuse to set foot in that gallery again. But if you're so eager to see it...
Thank you, Mrs. Sanders. I won't be long.
Thanks, Irene. Ooh, things to look at. I have a lot of things to look at. Hold on.
Did she really care for him after all? The day the Shambler came into the Sanders' lives.
Ooh. Ooh.
Francis Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close. Friends, even?
Lovers. What else? Ah, book.
Sanders' accession register. He wrote beside the Shambler. Finally. What did Sarah Hawkins fear so much that she didn't want to sell the painting? A house of artists. A house of artists.
Oh, that's not part of my reconstruction. Oh. Ugh.
He finally won. Was Sanders aware of his imminent doom? She didn't want Sanders to have the painting. She must have felt devastated. She despises Sarah Hawkins, but it's the painting she truly hates. Why?
Whoa. Whoa, buddy.
The Shambler. I need to see it.
Let me guess. It's where Cat went, huh? And then Cat's gonna be a bit. I have the ability to talk to her. I do.
That's twice you've stepped on my toes, Detective. Try not to make a habit of it.
I've got a lot of bad habits.
Some can be more fatal than others. What have you come looking for in this gallery?
Another painting by Sarah Hawkins. One connected to the horrors I've discovered on this island.
What a surprise. I'm listening.
And you? What brings you to the Sanders home?
I'm here on business. Irene asked me to liquidate all these paintings. She doesn't intend to hang around here for long.
Why you?
Believe it or not, there aren't many collectors on Darkwater. It needs someone with a network and a means of transport to the mainland. A choice that comes down to Fitzroy and me. And I'm far more pleasant, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. Okay. Would you read the book? Read the book. It's a kind of encyclopedia. I'm beginning to believe that they exist. Oh no! Reading this will affect my destiny? I shouldn't have read the book. Mm.
The man transformed an entire wing of his manor into an art gallery.
Amber's coming for me next. Called it. I love how quickly his hair switches when it's like a stressful scenario. Oh, you're spooky. Ugh.
What the hell was that?
That's the Shambler, bro. Fuck that. No. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this thing. Like how to beat him.
I can't even touch it. Damn. Maybe I can use this guy.
Bring it, bitch! Whew. Okay. That wasn't it. Alright, everybody, I'm going to leave this episode of Call of Cthulhu here. We have our encounter with a Shambler to deal with, and we have to find a way to stab him with that dagger. I have to break the glass and then hide. I don't know what to do from there. But if you guys like to see, do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Thank you for sticking around until the end of the video, and as always, I will see you next time.